Good evening. Welcome to Doordarshan Kendra Kohima. I'm Ila Susan with the news. First, the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says that Sikkim and the entire Northeast are emerging as a shining chapter in India's progress. Nagaland Chief Minister Dr. Nipurio expresses concern over absenteeism in government services. The Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, in collaboration with the Indian Council of Agricultural Research, launches the Viksit Krishi Sankalp Abhiyan. And a grand reception ceremony held to honor L. Hangting, recipient of the prestigious Padma Shri Award. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today underscored the pivotal role of West Bengal in India's vision of becoming a developed nation, saying that the dream of a Viksit Bharat cannot be realized without the progress of the state. Addressing a large public gathering in Alipurduar, the Prime Minister also laid the foundation stone for city gas distribution projects in Alipurduar and Cooch Behar districts. Highlighting Bengal's strategic and cultural importance, Prime Minister Modi said the land of Alipurduar is connected not just by borders but by cultures, as on one side lies Bhutan and on the other side Assam. He added that one side carries the heritage of Jalpaiguri while the other reflected the pride of Cooch Behar. Inaugurating the CGD projects, Prime Minister said the development of Bengal formed the foundation of India's future, and today's launch strengthened that foundation. He elaborated that the city gas distribution project will provide safe, reliable and affordable gas pipelines to over 2.5 lakh homes, reducing dependence on LPG cylinders. The Prime Minister highlighted the government's achievements in expanding access to clean energy. He also acknowledged Bengal's historic contribution to India's intellectual and scientific progress. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today addressed the Golden Jubilee celebrations of Sikkim's statehood via video conferencing, marking 50 years since the northeastern state became part of the Indian Union. Themed Sikkim at 50, where progress meets purpose and nature nurtures growth. The event celebrated the state's remarkable journey of development, sustainability and cultural preservation. Prime Minister Modi underscored the importance of positioning Sikkim as a global tourism destination. Modi also said that the new infrastructure like the Golden Jubilee project and the statue of Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji at Atal Amrit Udyan symbolized the new heights of progress Sikkim is achieving. He expressed a clear vision of establishing Sikkim as a destination for conference tourism, wellness tourism and concert tourism. Speaking on national unity and resilience, Prime Minister Modi condemned the recent attack in Pahalgam, calling it an attack on humanity. He asserted that the country gave a befitting reply by dismantling several Pakistani air bases, demonstrating its strategic capabilities. The event saw the unveiling of a commemorative coin, souvenir coin and a postage stamp to mark 50 years of Sikkim's statehood. The Prime Minister laid the foundation stone and inaugurated several developmental projects: a 500-bedded, 750 crore district hospital in Namchi, a passenger ropeway at Sangha Choiling in Gyalshing district, and the statue of Atal Bihari Vajpayee in Gangtok. Nagaland Chief Minister Dr. Nipurio inaugurated the AGOK or Agok Badze Multi-Utility Center at Mirima in Kohima today. The event, hosted by the Angami Gazetted Officers Kroto, AGOK or Agok, was attended by senior bureaucrats, representatives from the Angami Public Organization APO, Agok members and other dignitaries. In his address, Rio highlighted the importance of meritocracy, accountability and skill development in Nagaland's progress. He expressed concern over absenteeism in government services, calling the practice of drawing salaries without actual work, quote-unquote, unacceptable and detrimental to development. Stressing the need for economic self-reliance, the Chief Minister urged the youth to pursue microfinance, skill building and entrepreneurship, noting that opportunities are abundant for those equipped with the right skills. Referring to the national vision of Viksit Bharat 2047, Rio warned that Nagaland risks being left behind if it does not take proactive measures. On the Naga political issue, the Chief Minister acknowledged its impact on development and appealed for collective efforts to find a lasting resolution. Located near Nelit, the Agog Bazaar is a modern facility designed to host weddings and various events. It offers ample parking and spacious halls to accommodate large gatherings, making it a valuable addition to the area. The Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare, in collaboration with the Indian Council of Agricultural Research or ICAR, launched the Viksit Krishi Sankalp Abhiyan today at the Kohima Village Council Hall, Nagaland. The event was graced by Mhatang Yantan, MLA and Advisor for Agriculture, Government of Nagaland, as the special guest. In his keynote address, Yantan emphasized the importance of unity, innovation and hard work in agriculture. Yantan raised concern over the declining interest in farming among Naga youth, especially men who are seeking other opportunities. He opined that if we neglected farming, where will our food come from, while insisting that mankind must survive and acknowledge that farming is our backbone. The advisor also stressed the need for gender equality in agriculture, noting that women often work harder and deserve equal recognition and support. The government has committed to providing necessary support to farmers, including community-based agricultural machinery for rotational use. The campaign, themed One Nation, One Agriculture, One Team, is part of a nationwide initiative running from May 29 to June the 12th this year, aiming to transform the agricultural landscape across India. Launched in all 11 districts of Nagaland, the campaign focuses on the upcoming Kharif cropping season, aiming to enhance food production, ensure food security, and strengthen the rural economy. Government teams will visit villages to provide agriculture and allied sector trainings to farmers. Union Road Transport and Highways Minister today underscored the need for finding advanced mitigation techniques to prevent rockfall in hilly areas and learn from the likes of Switzerland and Austria. The minister said this while addressing a conference on advanced geotechnical techniques for slope stabilization and rockfall mitigation in hilly terrain in New Delhi. Gadkari said that India consists of diverse terrains with varied climate and geographical conditions where the problems are also different. The minister added that the conference will foster the sharing of global best practices and knowledge and collaboration amongst the stakeholders. He said that technological transformation and its upgradation are continuous processes, and the experts must be able to understand the problems and provide feasible solutions. A public protest rally against 48 years of indefinite reservation policy in Nagaland was held at the old MLA Junction in Kohima today. Joining the other districts of the state, Angami Public Organization organized the public protest rally at Kohima district. Speaking in the rally, Vicky Helie Victor, the Vice President, APO, said that the public protest rally was organized to express resentment against state government's indifferent attitude to genuine demand for review of job reservation policy in the state, and added that while reservation policy is a constitutional act, it needed to be reviewed from time to time. He also said that the state government had implemented the policy for the past 48 years, which had immensely benefited all the backward tribes. He added that the prevailing job reservation policy took effect in 1977 with a caveat for review every 10 years. However, it was not reviewed in 1987 as per the order, and in 1989 the government issued a directive that the policy would continue until further orders, therefore said that it was high time that the state government review the policy. He informed that the 5 Tribes Committee on Reservation Policy submitted a representation to the government in September of 2020 2024, and also the committee served a 30-day ultimatum on April 26th of 2025. However, the government did not respond, and with the state government repeatedly failed to meet their demand, they were compelled to hold the protest rally. Later, the protest rally concluded with a formal submission of memorandum and ultimatum to the government through the Deputy Commissioner Kohima, demanding immediate attention and action. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on Thursday credited the Make in India initiative for the successful execution of Operation Sindoor, highlighting indigenous defence production as a cornerstone of India's national security strategy. Speaking at the inaugural plenary session of the Confederation of Indian Industry Annual Business Summit, Singh said the Indian Armed Forces would not have been able to carry out effective strikes against terrorist camps in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir without the country's strengthened domestic defense manufacturing capabilities. Describing Make in India as crucial for security and prosperity, the defense minister said that the use of indigenous systems during Operation Sindoor has proved that India has the power to penetrate any armor of the enemy. Singh also noted that for the first time, private sector firms would be part of India's ambitious fifth-generation Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft AMCA program, a project approved by him earlier this week. The defense minister emphasized that India has redefined its approach to terrorism, forcing Pakistan to recognize that the business of terrorism is no longer cost-effective. It now carries a heavy price. He reiterated that India's engagement with Pakistan will now be limited strictly to discussions on terrorism and POK. In state news, the Khemnungam Students' Union, in collaboration with the Khemnungam Union Dimapur and Khemnungam Minyu Hoikam Dimapur unit, held a grand reception ceremony to honor L. Hang Ting, the recipient of the Padma Shri Award for his outstanding contributions to agriculture. Hang Ting was conferred the prestigious Padma Shri Award by President Draupadi Murmu on May 27, 2025 at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi. Speaking at the reception program, Hang Ting expressed heartfelt gratitude to the various departments and individuals who supported him throughout his journey. He recalled starting his journey work in 1988 by collecting seeds and experimenting with various fruit varieties. His efforts led to the successful introduction of fruits suitable for the region's climate, significantly improving local agricultural practices. Hang Ting dedicated his award to the whole Naga community and encouraged youths to pursue their dreams and work hard in their respective fields. He also acknowledged the responsibility that comes with the recognition, stating that his continued commitment to support and uplift farmers. L. Hang Ting is the pioneering figure behind the first plantation nursery in Noklak district, which later evolved into the Jungyam Nursery and Horticulture Farming Society. Dubbed as Nagaland's fruit man, Hang Ting is widely celebrated for transforming local agriculture through the introduction of new and diverse fruit and vegetable varieties. And now let's take a look at the weather reports of the district headquarters of Nagaland.
Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius, while Dimapur had a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius. Wokha experienced a maximum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. Mokokchung had a maximum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. Mon had a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 15 degrees Celsius. Towards the east, Twinsang had a maximum temperature of 18 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 16 degrees Celsius. Zinabuto had a maximum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 18 degrees Celsius. Phek had a maximum temperature of 18 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 16 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather report.
And with this, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. Have a good evening.